previously on 90 Day, the last resort, the couples tell all.
This city has been plagued by crime and bad sex. As a new name delivered to justice by sex woman.
Since the resort, you and Natalie have had sex.
Numerous times.
Wow. Whoa.
It was pity sex. Like after breakup pity sex. I feel like Josh owes me an apology, honestly.
We've been arguing like every day. We haven't slept together. Been
How long?
intimate. 4 months.
Oh, wow.
And it's kind of hard to talk about.
You treat Stacy like crap, and she deserves better than that.
Oh, don't worry about my life. I'm so good. I don't right now. I don't give a Oh, you worry about my life.
Ari and Benny, what is your relationship dynamic?
We are not divorced.
Open relationship or?
Don't say those words.
For Vinny, it's always been an open relationship.
Ooh.
Damn.
Joining us, we have Darcy and her husband, Georgie.
The diva arrived.
Oh, my. Georgie, do you think Darcy and Florian are too close?
I don't think so. I don't think the biggest issue is Darcy and Florian hanging out.
Do you think that Stacy should trust Florian?
Maybe not.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. The question was, do you think that Stacy should trust Florian?
There can be different trust, you know. He can say different things and do different things. So it depends on what kind of trust it is. The trust, if he's cheating, I don't think he's cheating. If trust, he, is out and about. I mean, sometimes, he go out and about with friends, right? So they're different stories.
They
Sometimes
call
he
it
flirts,
networking, but nothing good ever
maybe
comes
he
out of
flirts,
it.
right? So it depends what kind of trust.
Do you think that Florian respects Stacy?
I think he respects her.
Why the hesitation in answering that?
We see the arguing, just like us, we argue a lot. Trust me, we have a lot of work to do in our own relationship. But, they can't sugarcoat it and act like they have a perfect relationship. Because I see a load of times,
we don't
butt
sugarcoat
heads
it.
and arguing a lot. So,
Well, on that note, all of our couples came to the resort with relationship baggage. Stacy and Florian's was trust issues from his past indiscretion. When new information came to light, Stacy had to face those old fears once again. Let's watch.
Darcy just got a phone call from Georgie.
Yes.
And you went out after hours
Yeah.
with Darcy and Georgie.
Yeah.
There was 2 hot blonde chicks, okay,
Yeah.
that Darcy saw you leave the club with. Well, one of them saw Georgie tonight. One of the girls. And you know what she told Georgie? Tell Florian, thank you for taking me home that night.
Take her home, I know.
Yeah, you took her home. What'd you guys do after hours?
Once again.
Are you other women behind my back? There's a pattern here. I've seen you flirt with girls flirt with you. You're coming home with makeup on the shirt? I don't believe you.
Steve.
I'm sorry, I don't believe you.
Whew, okay. First of all, Georgie, tell us what happened that night. What was the conversation?
I don't really remember. It was like we were out.
typical.
We were out. We have some drinks. So Darcy, you can tell.
Well, Georgie, I think you probably remember more than you're letting on.
What are you scared, Georgie? Florian's not going to bite.
You remember you called me, I was in Arizona, and you said that you were out one night, and one of the blondes that I guess was out and about that night that you guys were hanging out with, I guess she came up to your table and you said that she walked by and said, tell Florian thanks for taking me home. And that was it. She walked away. That's what you told me.
Is that how it happened, Georgie?
Was there a little bit more to the story that you're not telling me?
That's how it happened.
What did you say to her?
Nothing. I try to don't talk with women.
Okay.
Yeah, anything over here.
I say I'm married. Sorry, but I'm married.
You guys were all out that night because you always said like these 2 Florian left the club with 2 blonde chicks.
But it was significant enough for you to go back and tell Darcy.
So, unless you had too many to drink.
Maybe that's why.
Florian,
Yeah.
so who was the woman that you took home?
I know our street is so much bars, restaurants, you know.
Yeah.
And basically, like one night, like late, to be honest, this lady walking, you know. I know my neighbors, like I know their faces, you know, and I
So
knew.
she looked familiar.
Yeah, you know, and like he's drunk, he's like doing like this, like in the street, you know.
She was drunk.
Yes, he's drunk, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm walking, he's coming like more close, you know, he's almost falling, and like, I help her, I tell her, where are you going? You live in Steel Building? He told me, yeah, I live here, you know. I walk with her basically to the main door, open the main door, and go to the elevator, you know, and I left her in an elevator inside, you know.
How would her lipstick have gotten on your shirt?
Oh, it's a different day, Dad. It's not
that
that
was
day.
so much-
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
okay.
that day.
Yeah,
That was so many different.
That was
Okay.
another late night, 4 in the morning. He
Don't
comes
mix things
rolling
together.
in.
Oh,
Lipstick on his shirt.
mixing the women up. Okay. Did you tell Stacy what happened?
No, so I'm thinking it's no big deal. Like, to brush somebody at the door to need to tell to Stacy? What the hell?
Well, obviously that girl, that chick must have like remembered you real good.
Okay. Stacy, what was it about that incident that really triggered you?
We track each other, and that night is like tracking was off.
Oh, interesting. The location sharing was off.
I don't know how. I don't know how it got turned off. It just wasn't working, and I couldn't track him. And this was a few days before the resort. That's shady.
But it's your problem. You don't understand to use the phone.
And you were staying out
Look at the phone.
madly.
I have my phone
every
right.
night.
My phone right now. I can try to delete her message. It's going to say me. You want to delete the location, or you want to keep the location?
I don't
So
remember that.
You don't remember nothing.
Don't be condescending to your wife.
What I did to Stacy, like what I yelled.
You bully women and it's sad.
What the are you talking about? You don't understand what the you're saying. You're serious.
I do feel sorry for you.
Jesus Christ, help me.
Okay, guys, let's get back on track. So, Florian, you didn't mean to delete the location.
No, her is deleted. No,
She
me.
deleted.
Yeah, it's not mean to delete it, but it's not understand to use the phone.
I'm
That's
not
the
very
problem.
tech savvy, but foggy brain, menopause.
You don't have to blame it on that.
All right, so let me ask Stacy, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust Florian?
Is there a negative scale?
A 7.
Damn.
Who here thinks that Florian might cheat again?
Might? Yeah.
Might.
Sophie, Jasmine, Julia, Ari, Darcy.
I feel it's not for. But then I'm hoping you will not.
Natalie.
No, my
I'm
sweetheart.
hoping you will not.
No.
The fact that you're laughing about it tells me all I need to know.
I believe in you.
I know you believe in me. But basically, like you believe in me, I cheat.
7 out of 10.
Stacy, how do you feel about your sister Darcy also raising her hand,
Yeah,
saying
maybe she would-
that
yeah,
she
I mean,
thinks that Florian may cheat again?
Yeah,
I feel like we're both in the same boat, so I kind of
I feel like I feel Georgie would do the same thing.
The reason I don't think that Florian will is because that scene where you were upset and like the whole him walking the girls home, I just felt like he looked scared to death. He was about to lose you over something that he couldn't really control. And that's how I just perceived it. That's why I was like, I feel like Florian really loves you. And that's,
I know he loves
I
me.
think he's going to
I know
try
he loves
his
me.
absolute best.
But I
never to
feel
do
like
this.
he's gonna get tempted at some point,
Hopefully
especially
not.
now that I'm getting older. Like when I'm 80, he's not gonna be sitting home wanting to wheel me around in a wheelchair. I don't want to think about it, you know. Like I don't want to have to worry about that in my older years. I don't know. I have some decisions to make. You know, I mean, he doesn't believe in divorce. I'm not scared of it. If I have proof, full, hard proof that he's cheating ever at any
You
point,
should leave him.
I am gonna
For sure.
walk away and I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna file for divorce because I want to live in peace.
Okay. Well, Darcy and Georgie, it's so good seeing you again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Love you.
Love
Thank
you.
you.
See you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good luck. Love you guys.
Stacy and Florian, you two have definitely made some improvements in your relationship, but you seem to have a lot more work to do. Here's hoping you can get to a place where you're both truly happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, quick break.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out to have cigarettes.
Sorry if it seemed like I was being mean for you, but I just want the best for you.
Thank you for standing up for me. I appreciate it. And, he doesn't, obviously, makes him uncomfortable, but,
Yeah, I mean, I got
I was a little shocked that he came back at you like that as well.
Yeah, I feel like he demands respect from everyone all the time, but he doesn't seem to respect you or anyone else. But
good point.
And that's why she gets so frustrated.
yeah, because it's like, okay, I get if he's always like everyone needs to be respectful and listen to him, then he needs to listen to like other people as well. Because and you deserve someone so like loving and caring and sweet, which I know he has that side, but.
But
the ugly side is like,
He's always more dominant.
I think when all the guys get together, they just feed off their worst traits,
Yeah.
In Ari's eyes, she's just very, very like us versus them, men versus women.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's not men supporting men must be misogynistic.
And that's not what it's been at all.
Like, if I feel like what I'm looking at is not cool, and the person who's getting done dirty is the guy, I'm gonna say that. Whenever she speaks up, I'm like, is it gonna be worth listening to, or is it just gonna be her mad about us not defending her with Benny? It's like, dog, you don't have much to say. Ari ain't got to say, and she clearly doesn't like us having each other's backs when we feel like we need each other's backs.
And I've heard all the girls apologize for at least something. With them, it's like we have to force them. Like, are you gonna say sorry? And they're just like, oh well, are you gonna say sorry? It's like
they turn it around.
Yeah, it's like, what about what you did?
And not that we have our together, but
No, but we're working on it, and
we
that's all
recognize it.
All right, guys, we're gonna start.
All right, we are now going to turn to Ari and Benny. Since leaving the resort, are you both still on the same page about moving on from your marriage?
Yeah, I would say so. Yes.
How do you feel, Benny?
Yeah, just working on it like co-parents.
Ari, are you still managing Benny?
I help him with all of his contracts, everything. So technically, no, but
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, so you help him with all of his
Everything.
paperwork.
Anytime he has a problem, he calls me every day, and he's like, "Oh, can you help me with this?" Or whatever. Every day we talk.
And how is that working out?
I'm trying to live my life, and I'm kind of like being dragged back in every time. Like have to, do all this stuff. So I would prefer that in the long term, he learns how to figure things out for himself.
Okay. I have to ask, Ari, are you seeing anyone?
I'm just, I've went on different dates with different people. I know that going forward, when I get into another relationship, I know what I want.
Yes.
What I don't want. That's one thing that Vinny definitely taught me. So I'm in the process of dating, doing the dating.
So you're
life.
dating,
But
okay.
always I'm putting my son first, always, because I'm the one who takes care of him. So.
Okay. Benny, what about you? Are you seeing anyone?
Yeah. Technically, I try to in the dating just because I learned from my past situation.
Do you have a specific girl you're dating?
No, not
Just
specific,
dating
just dating.
Okay. He's dating around.
Okay. I have another question. Benny, for the record, once and for all, did you ever cheat on Ari?
The only thing I want to say, for now,
You cheated on me at least 4 times.
no, let me tell
Four?
you.
At least. The truth is, I had just had a C-section. It was very painful. I could barely walk. You were taking a nap. I noticed you had been distant and strange, especially considering you just had a baby. I grabbed your phone and I looked at it and it said, "I love you, I miss you." And I was so brokenhearted that and this is embarrassing for me to admit this, that I stayed with you after this, but I didn't want to raise a baby alone. And I woke you up and I said, "What is this?" And you took the phone from me and you deleted the message. And I regret to this day waking you up instead of screenshotting it and sending it to myself. And that was just one of the times that you cheated on me.
Okay, so, all right, so Benny, I'm just going to try one more time. When Ari was pregnant with your son, did you cheat on her?
If you, I want to say like in the
Yes or
beginning.
no?
Yes or no?
Yeah, no, I want to say.
No.
Cheaters over there.
Coming up, please welcome Ari's mom, Janice. Why do you think that Ari held on to Benny's passwords?
Some of the people that have been involved with Binyam are opportunists. The woman, she tried to extort Binyam.
Benny, did somebody try to extort you? Extort you? All right, so Benny, I'm just going to try it one more time. When Ari was pregnant with your son, did you cheat on her?
I want to say like in the
Yes or
beginning.
no?
Yes or no?
Yeah, no, I
Yes
want to
or
say.
no?
Cheaters over there.
I would say yes.
Wow.
So you did cheat while she was pregnant?
Yeah. For that one, I apologize.
Yeah.
I knew you guys wouldn't save the same energy that you saved for Jasmine. I knew you wouldn't save it for someone else. And he's also a cheater, but you can't accept it. You think Jasmine's a
I
cheater,
don't
but
know
you go
if
hard
he's
for
a
him.
cheater because that I can literally look over there and see it.
Don't waste your time.
I don't know. I can feel a lot more confident about what's happening over here.
Honestly, at the end of the day, I just want to move on. I mean, I know Vinny wants to move on. So the point is that I know what he did. I don't need to prove it to anyone. I lived it for many, many years. But you're defending someone
Let
who
me
made
tell you
my
something.
life
No, I'm
hell,
not
and
defending him.
he's cheated
I'm
on
just
every
pointing
single
out-
woman
Yeah,
that he's been
let me
with.
talk. Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize that because past that time I will be selfish and then I hurt you and then I try to. I'm sorry for that. I really am. I'm sorry. And then just I'm working on myself. I want to move on, But at the same time, we working out for our son, like for co-parent. If we fighting, just I want to change. I want to be good father.
Yeah, but you know what's worse than seeing us fight is when he doesn't see you. So you need to come around more. You need to spend time with him. You need to make him the priority. Because guess what? In 20 years from now, you're not going to remember any woman's name that you dated for a few days or you slept with or whatever. But you know what you are going to remember? You're going to remember that you had a son. And your son is going to remember. And whatever time you put in with him is the time he's going to give back to you in your life.
Amen to that.
For sure. We only have one life, one family. You got to do
When it
what's
comes to
right.
family, yeah. It's
Well,
like-
someone with a unique perspective on Ari and Benny's relationship is Ari's mom, who has lived with them and continues to help them navigate their co-parenting situation. Please welcome Janice.
Mom.
Hi, Janice.
Hey, Janice.
How are
Good to see you
Nice to
again.
see you all.
Hi.
Hi, Ara. You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. You look great.
So how would you describe Ari and Benny's marriage?
Wow, it's been a long journey. In the beginning, I think they had a lot of fun together, and they were expecting Avi, and I think that was, the highlight of what happened in the first year of their relationship. And then things started to go down the tubes.
So, Janice, as you saw, Benny's passwords were a major point of contention between the two of them. Do you think that Ari should have held on to those passwords?
I don't think it accomplished anything. I think it just made the relationship worse.
But also, Vinny, can we both admit that a part of the reason I changed that password is to protect you?
Can you say why?
Let me say something here. So, some of the people that have been involved with Binyam are opportunists. And so there have been situations, one particular that I can think of, where after the woman realized there wasn't going to be a relationship, she tried to extort Binyam.
When?
No, let me say.
Coming up.
I was so nervous coming to the resort thinking I'm not going to make any friends that when I was getting along with Julia, I was thinking like, oh man, this is great. Like we're actually getting along.
The national TV, she called me most worst word what you can use.
I was very mad that you would try to defame me. The fact that you would lie.
I'm
it was a
really
joke.
done.
Benny, did somebody try to extort you?
Yeah. But like me, I don't understand it. Like,
and threatened to put things on social media that weren't true to ruin his reputation if they didn't get what they wanted, which is money.
Scary. It's almost every single woman that Vinny's been involved with didn't have good intentions for Vinny. They wanted something from him. He's got a lot of followers on social media. He's been on TV. They assumed, oh, maybe he has money, maybe he has something. And some women want to be with someone like that. Not all women, but a lot of women.
And he's very trusting of people. And so what happens is, you know, for a while, I think Gary was trying to protect him, but at some point he's going to have to figure out how to protect himself from people like that. I think he needs to learn to just be a little bit trust but verify.
Be careful, everybody. It's a scary world out there. Okay, so with that in mind, does everyone understand why Ari did not want to give Benny his passwords back?
I can see that. I can see how she might feel like she might be the only one who could stop something like that from happening.
But the funny thing is that, like, this whole time I'm like, why don't you guys understand? And then, you know, my mom comes out here and explains it for you. I think I'm saying the same thing she is, but apparently I'm not.
You never said that.
Never heard anything about that.
They say in a sweet way, in a lovely way.
Oh, I'm not sweet and lovely.
Once again. Everybody have respect for her. Like, I look at your mom like my mom. And everybody believe.
That was a backhanded compliment.
Basically, like, her voice, everybody going to be quiet and hear her. So everybody going to believe
But why
her.
wouldn't you be quiet and hear me? What?
You go in circles.
But you wouldn't let me talk.
I feel like at the resort, you deserved more support. I feel like we weren't really backing you a lot, and I'm sorry for that.
I'll say this, Ari, that I try my best to listen very closely to what people are saying, like to try to process what I'm hearing. And I've never heard you say anything about people potentially taking advantage of
He didn't
Benny.
want me to say that.
Right, but that's the only reason I didn't know that
supposed
was the
to
thing.
know and
I didn't
back
know
you
that.
up? Like, if you're holding somebody's social media passwords and we don't know the reason why, and you're like, well, let him have it, let him have it.
Yeah.
And you, like, you don't.
You try to protect him, you're hurting yourself.
Yep, it's true.
You guys never really gave me a chance to say my side of the story, and I'm glad that you're getting it now, but I definitely felt that I never had an opportunity to explain things for you.
I agreed for that. For that, I agreed.
Well, it looks like we finally got some closure on this topic. So we're going to move on now. Florian, on Between the Sheets, you said that Benny did not respect his wife enough.
Yes.
How did he not respect her?
He's not respect her. Example, spinning Jasmine, spinning other girls like around.
Well, Florian had a lot to say about Benny's dancing with all the other wives at the resort. Let's take a look back at some of those interactions as well as some new ones from Between the Sheets.
Hey! That is up. Benny need to have more respect for his wife, for his friends, for friends' wives, and are seeing this kind of thing. I got like this is good to broke this.
It's supposed to be a fun night. You're ruining it.
Honestly, I had no problem with Benny, grabbing Jasmine and dancing with her playfully.
I don't like
Do you
it.
feel like it's crossing the line?
Yeah, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. Come on, let's go.
Let's
Let's go.
Isn't that amazing, that feeling? I had so much fun.
I love it.
Hey.
Hell, see, look.
How you feel now?
Excuse me.
How you feel now? It's okay?
You help me now?
Oh my gosh. So, Florian, what did you think about Benny dancing with your wife like that?
Benny's not my friend. She's somebody's wife, you need to respect, my point. Only I know you fighting with your wife, you making your wife crying, I don't know, nothing no more, that's it.
He was just, they're at the bar just having fun.
It's different, Gino, I spun Gino around, same it's different, me, but people take people's wives, you need to respect people's wives. People don't have fun to grab people's wife and spill it around.
I'm a dancer. Everybody's saying
He's
I'm
an
a dancer.
entertainer.
Okay, I'm entertainment guy. Probably. You know what I'm
but
saying?
like, this is I'm saying more, Benny, like, you can travel right away. Like, Benny come to my country and flip people around like that. Benny never going to flip nobody in his life no more.
Whoa.
First of all, if you feel just like that in the moment, I'm sorry. But I'm an artist, like, I working for club, like, dancing, like, that's my job.
If Florian felt disrespected, I don't feel like you can tell him to not feel disrespected. I feel like as his partner that you should just try not to do whatever it is that might make your partner feel disrespected.
True.
And if that means that you don't get to have as much fun as you want to have, it's like, what's more important? Your partner feels uncomfortable or you having fun?
Let me ask Ari something. Ari, does it make you a little jealous when you see him spinning other women around like that?
The truth is, that wasn't what bothered me. It was his general demeanor of not even wanting to talk to me. Forget him dancing with other women, not even wanting to be near me. That upset me. You could spend all this time with other women, but you can't even talk to me. It's not even the dancing. It's the way that he acts towards me or acted in that moment.
Give attention to your wife, you know.
Yeah.
She deserves that.
I agree. Well, as we're on the topic of Benny dancing with the other wives, I want to bring up a moment that had to do with Benny getting too close with Julia and Ari's reaction afterwards. Let's take a look back, including what they each had to say on Between the Sheets.
Okay, I have to talk with you about something.
Oh, I remember this.
And about messages that you write me.
A few days ago, in a brunch, Benny had fun with everybody, and he flipped me, he flipped Gino. And after that, Ari write me, I hate you, a bitch, and that just bothered me, and I just want to ask her.
Did you want not talking about that?
I was just joking when I sent those messages towards you.
She came to us, so that you know, and she showed us the text, and she said, like, you were jealous, you were mad at her.
We were joking, and now Julia's acting like she's not. It's okay. Me and Julia were literally sitting at the breakfast table together making jokes, and I texted Julia in front of her, and I was like, I hate you, bitch, and then like showed it to her, and we were laughing about it. We were literally sitting together.
Why was it deleted then, if it was just a joke?
It was a joke, but then they were not taking it as a joke, so I deleted it. Because
I see she texted me, and I think I play with her, I answer back. But later, when like another cast members told me like she doesn't like you, she hate you, she jealous of you, she keep going to talk and like, so that is not a joke.
Julia is such a fake. Oh my god.
No.
Okay, Ari.
That's the most worst word what you can use.
You want to explain your side of the story?
I would like to explain. So I was so nervous coming to the resort thinking I'm not going to make any friends. I'm not going to be able to bond with anyone. That when I was getting along with Julia and actually with Sophie, I was thinking like, oh man, this is great. Like we're actually getting along. So I was comfortable enough to be like, I hate you, bitch. In my life, I would, even if I didn't like someone, I would never send that message.
Call me a she a in the national TV, she called me a
I was very mad that you would try to defame me, just like you were saying, and say that I would actually say that about someone. You went behind my back, showed them the message to try to make it look like me and you were having a feud, and you knew that we were joking at the time. The fact that you would lie.
Okay, you say you never.
My biggest mistake was to trust you and to trust you at the resort at all.
What? Say I'm a.
You acted like one.
Oh, what? Jesus Christ!
I'm really done.
Coming up.
When I saw Josh talking to other people, I felt like stabbed in the back, and I let myself talk some stuff.
You posted something that I'm a bad father and that I have a felon living with me, and my daughter should be scared. That's a lie.
Trust me for what? Say I'm a.
You acted like one. You knew that this was a joke.
We joking. I'm never say we not. We joking. I'm never admitted.
You didn't clarify that.
I say we joking. I say this.
But that's not what you told Sophie.
I say this multiple times. Yes, I know it. And later when I know is like you're jealous and you start saying about
Julie,
me.
I'm not jealous of you.
Okay, so Ari and Julia, where do you two stand today?
I'm never have problem with her. Like from beginning, I just never have problem.
I think I was mad because what I understood was that you're saying it wasn't a joke, and so that kind of upset me, thinking that people are thinking I would talk to another woman like that, and I would. So I'm sorry for that, but I didn't mean to. That's why I just felt like
hug time.
Reputationally.
No.
I love it.
I love a good moment. You don't get too many. I would never say I hate you, but I would call you.
Okay. Does anybody have any final words for Ari and Benny?
Ari, I really feel like you're a great catch. I think you're a great girl. I think you're a great mom. And, like, it all makes sense. Like, Benny, I'll give him a 1 on, a relationship score. You know what I mean? He's a great guy. He's a man of the people. But relationship-wise, I think he definitely needs some time.
He still needs to be out there looking for what he wants his life to be.
I agree.
I want to say just for my mom. I mean, still she's my mom. I want to say thank you so much. She helped me so much for everything you did. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Benny, go and talk about. Please, now.
Sorry.
I love you. Don't worry, you'll always be my son. I'll always help you.
I know.
That was sweet. Very sweet. All right. Well, Janice, it was so good to see you again. Thank you so much for joining us.
Wonderful.
We
Very
appreciate
nice to
you giving us your very candid remarks about your daughter and Benny.
No secrets. Love you. I love you all. You're all beautiful. Thank you.
My mom.
See you.
All right. Well, Ari and Benny, it's never easy to admit that a marriage has ended, but you have to do what is best for you and for your son. I hope you're able to learn from this experience and use it in your future relationships.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Now I'd like us to move on to speak with Natalie and Josh. Natalie, Josh, shall we get into it?
Nah.
No.
Okay.
You have no choice.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I guess let's do it.
You mentioned earlier that you two had been intimate after you left the resort.
Yes.
Explain that to me.
Well, I mean, Natalie, I believe, likes to, spend the night with me. She's, sent me messages that say me. And so, she did.
You are too vulgar.
I'm just saying, that's what the message says. She would send me photos of herself, and it would say me, and, these types of things.
So she was enticing you with these text messages, and what? It was hard for you to just to say, no, I'm going to let go?
Yeah. It was a moment of weakness, I think that...
But several moments of weakness.
It was several moments of weakness. Okay, yes, I'm a guy. She's a beautiful girl.
For me, it was a surprise that Josh broke up with me. It was a huge shock. I did had a lot of feelings, so I couldn't really move on for a while.
We were in touch and we saw each other. It was just kind of a mutual thing.
You guys go a date night or what?
I wouldn't say we went on date nights, but I took her to a couple dinners, but nothing really progressed as far as the relationship was concerned.
So you kind of fell back into your old ways of just seeing each other, but no real commitment.
Correct.
Interesting.
I would tell Rob what was going on, and he would tell me, man, you need to leave that alone. Just leave it alone and move on. And so it took me a little bit to actually do that. What really kind of sealed the deal is when, Natalie went on social media rants that were false allegations, basically calling me a bad father.
When they saw Josh talking to other people, it felt like stab in the back. And I let myself talk some stuff. It was just for comment on my page, not on his. He got really worried about the comment. And
because you posted something that I'm a bad father and that I have a felon living with me and that my daughter should be scared. That's a lie.
Josh started threatening me and he said he will destroy my life.
I did reach out to Natalie and I said, look, you need to stop these lies. You cannot just lie about me online. Just say whatever you want and call me a bad father. And so we're not speaking at all at the moment.
All right, I don't think we're going to resolve this tonight, so let's move on. Okay, I want to go back to discuss something. Josh, in the 3-year period that you were with Natalie,
Yeah.
did you ever consider Natalie your girlfriend?
I don't know if we've ever been like had like official titles of like what we are, but I don't think that I would have considered her my girlfriend. No.
Why are you saying this? What a bull.
Ouch.
Bull.
Okay. Okay.
How would you name the relationship?
Well,
Or you prefer not to label it?
it was just, it never really got to like that serious moment where I was like, this is my girlfriend, or this is the person that like I want to spend my life with. It just never got to that point.
Asshole.
Okay, so during that 3-year period, were you having sex with other people? Coming up.
Natalie was calling my ex-wife names, calling her a hooker.
I never did that.
Natalie,
Can I say?
no,
Let it
you
go,
are
just let it go.
stepping over the line.
Were you having sex with other people?
No,
You were committed to me?
I didn't say I was committed to. I
What does
just
this mean?
said that I wasn't having sex with other people.
So in that 3-year period, Natalie was the only woman you had sex with.
I mean, probably not.
So that's a lie then.
I like the wording on that.
Yeah. He's given two answers.
You want to call it what it is? Probably not.
I'm
Probably
confused.
Yeah, I think we all are. Josh, when you were with Natalie, did you have sex with any other woman?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
In the 3 years.
In the
There
3
you
years.
go.
Okay.
Other people, yes.
And in all that time, you didn't feel like you were leading her on at all?
No.
That Josh, after the not recommitment, you go and have sex with her. Did you see how you contradict yourself?
Okay, she's sending me photos saying, what do you, I mean, what do you want me to just be like, what do you want me to say?
He's a man.
No.
He's got needs.
I mean, what do you want me to do?
I give you that. Even myself, I would say like, Natalie sent me, told me, I would have been like, yes.
I can see how I look, but, you know, I never fully committed to Natalie. And,
Yeah,
and so,
didn't you just tell her that? Like, I don't want to be in a serious relationship with you.
no,
and
that's why we went to this resort. My intention was to meet with these therapists and work out these issues so we could be together. That is why I went to it, and we were not successful.
Okay. Well, at therapy, a big source of conflict was Josh's refusal to invite Natalie to his house. Josh, can you explain that?
It's not like my home is some magical, mystical place. It's not like I'm hiding anything there. It came down to Natalie calling my ex-wife names, calling her a hooker, calling her all of the names that she's called you guys. She's told.
I never
she's
called
told,
you that.
Oh yes, you have.
She was attacking me.
Oh yes, you have.
She attacked me on social media.
No.
Yes, she
no,
was doing interviews about
absolutely
me. I
not.
never attacked her.
Absolutely not. I really value the relationship with my kids' mothers, and Natalie was a threat to that, and that is the reason Natalie never came over to my house.
I never said it. It was not true.
Nothing I'm saying is made up. You've called my ex-wife names, and you know how close, everybody knows how close I am with my family, and I value these relationships, and you are a threat to those relationships.
Natalie?
Well, I never attacked his ex-wife. She was the one who was doing interviews
No.
about me.
No.
And I asked why she speaks about
Nope.
me, why she attacks me. And he said, I'm not responsible for her because we're not
Nope.
together anymore.
That
It's
is not
true.
a made-up story,
Can I speak?
and I'm
And
going to
I
be real
can-
pissed off if you try and deny it.
Can I say?
No,
Let it
you
go.
are
Just let it go.
stepping over the
It's
line.
not true. Please.
Look, if you're
Why
going to go
would you-
down this road, Natalie, and I'm going to get really angry.
I never did that. It's not true.
Natalie, like, what the
I would never do it to you.
You did do that.
Josh,
You want to know
I
the
swear to
reason you
God I
haven't
did
been
not.
over?
I swear to God I
yes,
did not. And you
100%.
just
This
want
is
to
not
me to
something
look
that I'm going
bad.
to make
It's
up.
not true. I would never
I
do it.
don't make up fairy tales.
I don't understand how you dealt with that for 3 years. You just need to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to sound like that or come off like that, instead of telling him that he's wrong.
Natalie, you're being a liar. Stop.
No, but you can prove.
You're lying. You're a liar. You're a scam artist.
Why can't we prove?
Good luck to your life.
Wow.
Next time on 90 Day, The Last Resort, the couples tell all. You all seem to have become experts at impersonating each other. Can I have your hat?
Jasmine, don't touch me. I don't like tickles. Excuse me.
Gino and I, both of us, decided to go ahead with the open marriage.
Was one of the rules of the contract to use protection?
Absolutely.
Get the out of here.
What's the fella? Small.
It's small enough to get me pregnant.
So did you have sex with George? No.
Natalie.
Not. Become attack means calling me
We're
nuts.
not attack, we're telling truth, Natalie. She posted stuff in her online, said Julia is a liar.
You put me through. You put me
You put yourself, Natalie. Еще и будешь писать про меня в интернете, эти
Please welcome Sophie's friend, Kay. Rob, do you think there was anything sexual between Sophie and Kay?
I don't know.
You literally said, I don't know, she could be gay right now. And
I don't
knew
know.
I was a very straight woman. But at the end of the day, we all know who the gay one is, so please just leave me alone.
Who is the gay? I
Who's
don't
a
know.
gay? If we want to talk about why I really left you,
You are so full of it.
would anyone like to see some screenshots?
دا کوېسچن دا اوس مونږ تاسو ته حل کوو لکه دا وګوره دا بل تر ویډیو نمبر 3 ده دلته کې ګوره دې کې وایي چې subtraction که نه or after completing the unit the student will be able to compare numbers from 120 and find how many less or دا موږ تاسو دا کوېسچن حل کوو when difference and take away and use the symbol subtract one digit number from one digit number or digit number from two digit number. Three ducks were in the pond. Two ducks flew away. How many ducks are there in the pond? او دې ته صحیح ته راوړو دې پیجونو ته دا کوېسچن چې دا ملګرو وایي چې دا راته حق چې نو how much less I have different number card count backward from 16 to 11 till which number is how much similar than other 16 plus 15 14 13 or 12 or 11 11 is 5 less than 16. Activity trim. Compare the following numbers and write how much this a number is from the other. 17, 18, 19 or 20. So 17 is less than 20. The chair the kana subtraction of one digit number the chair the 1 2 3 4 5 6 بیا 1 2 3 4 5 6 مطلب دا کراسونه چې پراخ کړي دي مطلب چې دوه ته لري کینو نو دا بیا څه پاتې شي دا پاتې شي 4 نو الته 6 دی الته 4 دی دا ځینې جوړ کړي 6 دا دی 6 minus 2 نو 4 دا 4 پاتې شوی دا بیا دلته تیتلی ده که نه there are 7 butterfly in the garden no 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 چې دی 7 نه ګوره 3 کراس کړی دی نو دې نه دا ماینس کوېسچنري نو دلته یې دې نه بیا جوړ کړی دی 7 3 نو دې نه 4 راغلی نو 4 butterflies are left 4 card runs away دا اوس پیشوګان دي لکه کیټ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 کیټ دی نو دې نه دا 4 کراس کړي دي نو دا دلته لاندې کوېسچن دی 9 - 4 نو دې نه جوړ کړي 5 Now note 5 cats are left in the park. Now explain the concept of subtraction with the help of different objects. Bring different objects to the class. Use these objects to explain the concept and subtraction. This question can also be written in use. Actually with him, compare the following numbers and write how much this one is from other. 11 is less than solar. دې سره به دلته څو لګو چې دا 16 ته جوړ شي نو به دغلته به سره پایپ ولګوي نو دا به 16 شي For count and subtraction the object write the correct answer in the given space. نو دا دغلته 7 butterfly 3 ته کراس کړي دي دغلته 7 - 3 کړي دي او دا دلته په باسکټ باډي دی نو دا 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 باسکټ باډي دی نو دې نه -5 نو دلته کې به 8 نه چې پایپ لاړ نو دلته به راشي ځوانه باته 3 او هغه 7 نه چې 3 راشي ته پایپ راشي دا 7 - 2 پایپ او 3 - 0 3 9 - 4 no 5 - 5 0 4 - 3 no 0 or 3 - 2 no 1 او دا پروګرام و دا څو کوېسچن یې تاسو مونږ وکړي او بل ویډیو کې مونږ بیا تاسو سره ملاقات کوو خو تاسو داسې کار وکړئ زموږ چینل سبسکرایب کړئ او دې لایکونه مایکونه مو ورکړئ او دا خلکو سره شیر کړئ چې زموږ دا چینل په مخ پر وړاندې روان یې ودرېږي نه نو په دغسې حساب کتاب په دې ویډیو کې بیا موږ تاسو سره ملاقات کوو نیغ په نیغه او انشاءالله اوس اجازت غواړم او الله په امان 3 4 5 6 بیا 1 2 3 4 5 6 مطلب دا کراسونه چې پراخ کړي دي مطلب چې دوه ته لرې کړي نو دا بیا څه پاتې شي دا پاتې شي 4 نو هلته 6 دی دلته 4 دی نو دا دې نه جوړ کړی 6 دا دی 6 - 2 نو 4 دا 4 پاتې شوي دا بیا دلته تیتلی ده که نه There are 7 butterflies in the garden نو 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 چې دي 7 نه ګورې 3 کراس کړی دی نو دې نه دا ماینس کوېسچن دی نو دلته یې دې نه بیا جوړ کړی دی 7 3 نو دې نه 4 راغلی نو 4 butterflies are left 4 card runs away دا اوس پیشوګان دي لکه کیټ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 کیټ دی نو دې نه دا 4 کراس کړي دي نو دا دلته لاندې کوېسچن دی 9 - 4 نو دې نه جوړ کړي 5 Now note 5 cats are left in the park. Now explain the concept of subtraction with the help of different objects. Bring different objects to the class. Use these objects to explain the